Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Timthetatman 2, the Just Chatting podcast version of me. We got a banger for you today. Now, a lot of you know I enjoy scrolling through TikTok. You run into some funny videos, some great food recipes, if I'm completely honest with you. Some different Cold War zone stuff, you know the drill. Basically, I enjoy TikTok, and therefore, I get linked a lot of TikToks. What you're about to watch is one of the funnier TikToks that I got linked to me from one of my viewers. It was a skit, and I gotta be honest with you, I think this guy hit the nail on the head. Be sure to drop a like on this. Be sure to share it with a friend. If you're not subscribed to Timthetatman 2 over here, the Just Chatting podcast version of me, then hit the sub button. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate you. Be sure to tell somebody you love them, okay? I'll catch you in the next one. 25 from King. I just made this TikTok and I figured it would give you and Chad a good laugh. I think I nailed it. Okay, Whips. Tell me if it's worth it. That one is actually funny. Okay, that's why I checked this out. Okay, all right.
Yo, tell me you watched Timthetatman without telling me you watched Timthetatman.
All right, so we're almost done with Dono's chat. However, I gotta use the bathroom. I'm gonna also make me some lunch real fast while I'm down there. But then when I come back, I'll catch up on Dono's. We'll get into Warzone. If we're getting hacked on too much, bro, I'm not gonna play Warzone too long. I might switch over to Val, but we'll see. All right, I'm gonna go use the bathroom, get some food. I'll be right back. All right, 25 from King Reese. Whips. Is that looking good? Whips? 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 You know what? I don't want time for this. I don't know what type of bottle it is, Chad. I got it from Amazon. It was $1,000. It was a tenth of a TV. I don't know.
Oh, bro, that was actually...
Yo, tell me you watched Timthetatman without telling me you watched Timthetatman.
That was actually golden. I didn't expect that was funny. That was funny. It's definitely not near that big, though, just to be clear. That was actually funny. That was good. See, that's a good TikTok. Actual funny. I never got in a fight. I mean, I've been in a little scuffle when I was in high school, but you know one thing I'll never forget, speaking of fights, bro, I'll never forget this one time I went to the bathroom, and this was at a gaming event, just for the record. I can't exactly remember which event I was at, but I went to the bathroom and there was a line. And as I'm going in there, I see some guys kind of getting heated at each other, right? And so I'm standing kind of in line, and I look to my left, and these two guys start fighting. So naturally, I do the logical thing. I take my phone out and I start to record it, right? Of course, I'm not going to not record a fight, right? I'm not, naturally, I was like, oh, this could be cool. And so they just start, they're just like, hitting a bit, stuff like that. Nothing crazy, right? Some shoving. It's not like what's the word I'm looking for? Life-threatening fight. Does that make sense? And the craziest part about this whole story, okay? So basically what happens is they kind of push and shove, maybe like one punch or two is thrown, but it's thrown at like the chest. It's like, whatever. And finally they separate. One of the guys is wearing a Timthetatman shirt. And I'm right there. So now I'm like, what the frick? So it was one of like my older shirts that didn't have something on the back and only had something on the front. And I was like, so now this guy's like heated, right? This guy's like, he's pretty amped up because he was just like in a I'll throw fight in air quotes. It was like 10 seconds. And he starts walking out, and basically security's there now, right? And security is now dragging this guy out of the bathroom, but he's going right by me. So now this gets even more amped up because this guy's obviously, his adrenaline's probably pumping. He's drunk. He's probably drunk, man. I'm not 100% sure. And now he has a Timthetatman shirt on. He's getting dragged right in front of me. And then he sees me and he goes, dude, Tim. And now he's fighting against the security, and the security like, dude, what the fuck? And I was like, I'm sorry. I just had to go to the bathroom. And now the security's trying to drag him out, and he's trying to talk to me at the same time. So what I did is they got him out of the bathroom. I went out of the bathroom and kind of like said, what's up? And I was like, what was that fight about? And he didn't even make sense, bro. Like he was kind of, I'm sure it was like a combination of adrenaline and like beer, but he's like, man, that guy in there, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. But I was like, okay, man. I was like, hey, well, be safe. And then the security took him away. I was like, hey, bro, stop fighting people. Come on. Right? We're trying to have a good time here. Stop fighting people. I wonder if he's in chat. I wonder if he still watches me. Imagine. Hey, bro, stop fighting people. Right? But yeah, that was last night. Yeah, right. Yeah. No, that was, dude. It was such a bizarre. That was arguably one of the most bizarre circumstances I've ever been in. It was very bizarre. Do I still have the video? No, it was like nothing. Well, it wasn't. I looked back. I deleted it because it was like, it wasn't a. You know how you can tell a fight's getting like amped up? You know how you can tell like the two guys that are fighting don't want to fight anymore? That's kind of what it was like. They like after the first like punch or two, they're like, okay, man, I'm good. Right? It's so stupid, bro. But they were just both drunk, probably. Have I ever had a strange interaction with a fan? I'll never forget this one guy that followed me into the bathroom, bro. And I was like, what are we doing here? Like, we were having a conversation and we were talking. And I was like, hey, bro, I got to piss. And so I go to the bathroom. And then he just kind of walks in behind me. And he's still talking to me. But he's not going to the bathroom. And I'm like, well, the only thing that's really changed here is now I'm holding my dick, right? Essentially. And yeah, that was definitely, that's probably one of the weirdest ones I've had. I was like, where are the boundaries here, bro? Like, yeah, that was a weird one. But if I'm completely honest with you, man, I would say if I meet 100 of you guys, 98 of you are super chill, super dope. There might be like 2 that it's like, why did you follow me in the bathroom? The more times that people meet me and they'll start to just kind of pitch something at me. You know what I mean? I would say years ago when people met me, it's like, yo, what's up, Tim? And it's just kind of like back and forth and stuff like that. And then I'll meet some, now it's like someone will recognize me in a bar and maybe take a photo with me, and that's fine, right? But then someone sees someone take a photo with me, then they go, who's that guy? Oh, it's Timthetatman. And now I got this guy who didn't know who I was in the corner over here. Now he's coming up to me. He goes, hey, man, this is my company. Are you interested in promoting? And I'm like, what? I was like, I'm just here for a beer, bro. But what I always go and say is, you're gonna invest or not? What I always say, like, it is a weird thing where people are like, I got a business thing for you, and I'm just kind of like hanging out, and I'm like, I'm good. But usually what I say to them is, yeah, I have like an agency that handles all that, and you can reach out to them. But then sometimes they'll even push back a little bit. They'll be like, well, I can show you. And I'm like, I don't fucking care. Right. 35 from Cole. Sam, as a new Jeep owner, what do you recommend me putting on it first? I got a Wrangler Unlimited, maybe a lift. Don't get a lift first. I'm gonna tell you why. If you put a lift on your Jeep first and you got those stock wheels, it'll look awful. Those stock tires and wheels. Get wheels and tires first, then lift it. Here's the one problem I will say. If you get wheels and tires that are too big without a lift, Lust, thank you for your 5 gifted, bro. I appreciate you, man. Without a lift, you can probably put 33s, 35s. Anyone here have a Jeep without a lift on it? I don't know if you can fit 35s on that without a lift. Probably 33s. You can put 30, maybe 35s, bro. Here's what I would do if I were you. Please stop yelling at me, Rhino. Okay, man. 35. Hang on. Rhino, I see your 255. Give me 2 seconds. Hang on. If you do 35s, you might be able to get 35s with spacers, maybe, because the problem is you're going to have the stock fenders, and those stock fenders on those Wranglers, man, are huge. So what I would do if I were you is I'd go to a mod store, a modifier, and basically see what they can make work. You might be able to get 35s with spacers. If you can get 35s, get 35s. 35s are the best, in my opinion, one of the best looks on Wranglers. Although, just for the record, my Gladiators 40s. 25 from N3. Before you butcher my name, it's Nesquik. Got it. I heard you're a Cowboys fan. If you find yourself in Dallas, stadium tour on me. Hopefully next football season, you know, given COVID regulations, if it's going to be half capacity, full capacity, whatever, hopefully, we're talking about going to some home games next year for the Cowboys. I've never seen Cowboys Stadium, and I would love to. For some reason, when I mute my microphone and I talk to my wife, everyone thinks that we're not going to have any kind of conversation about that off stream. We're going to do it on stream, right now. Like, so honey, how are you in this relationship? Are you doing okay? Right? We're doing that right now, right? So like every single time that I mute my microphone and I'm talking to Alexis, everyone's like, oh, divorce.